My name is Mary and I'm the xrayxstitcher. Today is October 18th, 2021 and today is Flosstube 19. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a while since I filmed, but here I am. I have so much to show. So much. So buckle up, grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your stitching, and let's get through all of this. There's a lot to show. So I'm going to go over my agenda for today. There's a lot. So my first thing I'm going to talk about is my friend Karina has something exciting going on. And then I'm going to show you an FFO. And then I have another finish. Who am I? It's amazing. Then I'm going to go over my whips. I have some new starts. I have plans. And then I have a new hobby. I'm just going to show you some things I'm doing with. It's not going to be a long segment, but I'm going to show you my new hobby. Then I have stitching kindness, and then my haul. And then, see, I told you, get ready. I have my Bestitch Me Halloween box. It came today, so I wanted to open it with you all. But I am going to do that at the very, very end. I'll have a spoiler picture before I start it. So if you haven't gotten your box yet, or you just don't want to see what's inside, you know when to click off. So hold on, I just need to get a drink. And I'm sorry, if my phone is popping off and stuff, I have to leave it on because I have stuff going on. I'll explain. Let me just see who that was. Okay. Sorry, I'm on thirds, and I've gotten no sleep. And I feel like garbage. I had a lot to do today. I'm hoping to get a nap before I have to go in. I was off yesterday. So I'm drinking unhealthy soda. Sorry about that. Okay, so first I'm just going to go over some life updates. A lot has happened since I last filmed, which is part of the reason why it's kind of been a while since I filmed last. I had a very, 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 very mild car accident. I'm fine, but I did get like a little bit of whiplash, so I didn't stitch for almost a week, which is really weird for me because I stitch pretty much every day, at least a little bit. So I was kind of chilling out. I actually missed a day and a half of work, which is not me. Like so what had happened is a semi tried to merge into me. They didn't even know, like they just drove off. So I was fine. I kept in my lane, thankfully, and I didn't create more of an accident. But I have a loss of natural curve in my spine, up here in my C-spine, in my neck. So when you start losing that natural curve, you're more susceptible to injury, which is probably why I ended up with some whiplash. But like I said, I'm fine. It just did take my stitching took a ding. I was able to knit. Like if I sat here in this chair and like rest my elbows down, I was able to get some knitting done. So I still got a lot done. It was just not stitching. So I went and had my, I've been so busy today, and why I'm a little scattered and a little distracted, is I went and got my estimate on my car, and she's totaled. She's old. She's been so good though. She's like the best investment we have ever made. We paid almost nothing for it, and it's lasted me 4 or 5 years. It's gotten me back and forth to work an hour each way, and we've almost put no money into it. Like we've had to fix very little. There was some stuff starting to crop up that we were going to take her for, but we didn't because we're like, let's see what this estimate is, and I'm glad we didn't because it would have been a waste of time. So anyway, so I'm dealing with that, waiting for the insurance agent, blah, blah, yada, yada. So what else? Work. Let me tell you something. I can't even with people. Let me explain what happened. So I work at a county hospital right south of Indianapolis. We're a small hospital. We have, I think, a total 125 beds total in the whole hospital. So we're small. Somehow we have had a cyber attack at my hospital. So it's called a ransomware. So they go in and they decrypt or encrypt all of your data, everything. We have access to nothing. We can't get in to see any kind of patient charts. We can't see anything. we have gotten it. We can put our images onto our computer screens, and now we just got it so we can at least send it to the radiologist now, which we couldn't do. Like, the radiologist literally had to come out of his office and come and read them in the rooms. And for those of you who don't know, you wouldn't probably know unless you're an x-ray tech. They're not diagnostic. Our screens that we see our images on versus what the radiologist sees, I mean, they have very specialized monitors that we don't have in the rooms. It'd be way too expensive. It has been a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. This happened, I think, on like the 3rd or 4th, and we still have almost nothing. Like, our phones didn't work, the air conditioning started to go out. They did get that fixed relatively quickly. I'm sorry, I get Flosstube itchy nose. So it has been awful. And I am not a violent person. I'm all about understanding and understanding people's motives. But whoever would do that to a hospital, who would encrypt their data, send a ransom for a decryption code that may or may not exist, okay, during a pandemic, during a global pandemic. Can you imagine how many people they could have killed? They all deserve to be throat punched. Every last one, they need to get lined up and throat punched, because that's disgusting. Thankfully, we were able to pivot quickly, and we've been able to keep things running. We are on diversion in our ER, which just means we're not taking ambulances, because they're usually fairly critical patients and we don't want to get overrun. So we're not taking ambulance. Right now, my department is not taking outpatients, just so we can keep up with our stat orders. It has been so hard. And, like, seriously, like, our protocols in our department sometimes are changing hourly in how we're doing things. So we've really, really had to figure things out quickly. You know, and with an x-ray, we don't have anything physical. It's not like it used to be where you would get this film. You know how they show, like, a lot of times they'll show light boxes and people are looking at these film x-rays. That's not how it's done anymore. It's literally like a digital picture. And so when you don't have proper access to computers for that, I have nothing to show you. It's not like I can write down a medicine or something like that. I can't duplicate that picture. It's a digital picture. I can't write it down. It's not like I can draw it and hand it to the radiologist. I mean, it's a nightmare. And I don't understand. I don't know how we were targeted. Who knows? We probably will never know what has happened. But just who would do that during a pandemic? I mean, they specifically, from the little research I did about how ransomware works, is a lot of times they purposefully target hospitals, because they know there's an urgency to get that data. I have no words. I have no words. What kind of sun-roasted garbage humans would do that? Period. But then you add global pandemic on top of that. So anyway, that has been a huge struggle at work. I've been working extra hours, and I'm back on 3rd shift. I'm a mess. I'm a scattered mess. So just bear with me during this video. It might be crazy, especially because I have so much to show. And if I'm slightly distracted, accept my apology, please. So anyway, that is like what I've been dealing with, like, personally, which has been a lot. But on to happier news. I did get into StitchCon this year, and I'm incredibly excited. I'm going to be going to Weekend B, so if you're going to Weekend B, let me know. I can't wait to meet you. I'm going with my friend Ink Drinking Stitcher. We're going to meet there. It's going to be my first time actually meeting her physically, and I cannot wait. We're going to share a room, and I'm so excited to hang out with her. I'm really, really excited. I'm excited to see everybody, but her and I have become incredibly close. So, like, when you make those kind of friends on the internet and then you actually finally get to meet them, it's so exciting. Fun fact, that's how I met my husband. I met him on the internet almost 15 years ago, probably over 15 years ago. Who knows? I think it's about 15 years ago. It wasn't like on a dating site. It was different back then. It was just different. we weren't on like a dating site or anything. It was like this game. It was like this site where you just like played like these silly games, but you can chat with people. And so that's how we met. We started chatting, and then we actually met in person like a year after that, maybe. And so it is like super exciting when you've been like talking to somebody online, and then you finally get to meet them in person. There's just like, it's something so awesome about that. So I can literally not wait to meet her. And I can't wait to just hang out. This is going to be my first kind of convention or retreat or anything like that. So I am like super, super, super excited. I can't wait. So other than that, just regular life, school, blah. I mean, it's all the same. But work, I will say, has been pretty... October work has been pretty all-consuming. It's been difficult, especially with my shifting of hours. Oh, another good thing about work. I think last time I may have talked about it. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. If this video is incredibly choppy, please accept my apologies, because there's a lot. And my dog is actually inside. Usually he's out. He's usually with the kids, and the kids aren't home. And he gets weird, like when I talk on the phone or when I do videos, but he's doing really good. He's just sleeping in the window. So hopefully he won't be like a distraction, or if he barks or something, I apologize. But he's doing good. Usually, like as soon as I start filming, he gets like all up in my business, and he doesn't know what's going on. And so right now he's being really well behaved. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so last time I filmed, I think I had mentioned that I had applied for a new position at my hospital, that instead of being like this full-time float situation, that I would actually have a day hours. And I did get that job, so I'm really excited. But I'm just being patient because we're short-staffed. We are getting people hired, but then with the cyber attack, that was a delay in getting people in and hired and trained and all that. So I'm still have like, I think a total of 3 or 4 weeks of nights total within the next several weeks, and then I should be on that day shift, so I'm really excited. I also will work, as of right now, it's like every other weekend, which I actually kind of like, because then it gives me some days off during the week sometimes, where I can get appointments done, or just relax without my kids, or just whatever. So that is an awesome situation, and I get to work with the students more, which I'm super, super excited about. That's like one of my favorite things, is working with students. So I am really happy to be having that come up. But like I told them, like I'm still going to be flexible. It's like just because you say my hours are kind of this, doesn't mean that we can't fudge things a little bit. Like just because you say 8 to 4 doesn't mean that I will only work 8 to 4. I just don't do that. I work at a hospital. Part of my job is to be flexible when you work at a hospital. So I just go with it. Okay. So that's my life updates. We're 15 minutes in, and I've just blabbed. So let's get started. So first of all, Karina at Bagzplus did something incredible, and I want to talk about that. I have all the details written down, so if I'm looking down a lot, sorry. I just want to make sure I get this all correct. So she is starting a monthly subscription service where you would get 2 bendy flips, which are the 12 pocket flips. They're the little ones. I have some, and I'll show you when I pull that out. I will show you. So you get 2 of those exclusive fabrics. You're going to get 2 of those a month for $24, which is awesome. Like, I have been waiting for her to do this. So I signed up like right away. As soon as like I saw her post, I was like on it. I'm like, I want to sign up. And I guess I was the first one on the list. So excited. So if you love her product, you know how much I love her products. Like, I show her stuff. Almost all my projects have, I cut all that out. But just if he barks and he gets your animals riled up, I apologize. So anyway, so for $24 a month, you get exclusive fabrics of her flips. Let me just go down. So how do you sign up? Because you're going to want to sign up. If you use bobbins, or even if you don't use bobbins, you can still like wrap things and stick them in there. So you have 3 ways you can sign up. You can go to her Instagram and send her a private message, is what I did. Her email address, which I will link down below, or you can send her a message through Etsy. You're able to send a message through a seller. So you go to her Etsy, Bagzplus, and then you can send her a message that way. And what you want to send her is just tell her that you want to sign up for her monthly subscription. You give her your name, your address, and then it's through PayPal. You have to pay through PayPal. So you give her that email address that's associated with your PayPal. If you want to get started right away and not miss any, like me, you have to sign up by November 20th is when you have to get your name on the list to get the December. She only has 80 spots available, so if you're interested, I wouldn't wait too long because I don't want you to miss a spot. Let's see. Let me just double check to make sure I hit all the important points. So yes, definitely sign up, and like I said, I'll show you what her flips look like. They're awesome. All of her stuff's awesome. I wish every single project, I'm working on actually having every single project be completely stored with her stuff. I'm sorry, that's my phone. I'm sorry, I have to leave it on, and I'm sorry if it's annoying. I'm really sorry. So 80 spots, and you get free shipping. So it's not even that. I mean, she's shipping with free shipping, so that's incredible. It's just $24. You get exclusive fabrics. Let me tell you what, she finds some of the best fabrics ever. I don't know how she does it. Like every time, like I'll give her this obscure, and I'll show you one later. I'll give her this obscure thing, like I want something made with this, something like this, and she finds the perfect stuff. So you'll get exclusive fabrics. It's amazing. Free shipping. So I will definitely have her shop linked below, and then I will add her email address to that too, so you can sign up. And I'll try to link her Instagram. I'll link all three. I'll put all three down in my description box. It'll be like one of the first things on top, because I know my description box gets lengthy. I need to work on a better system. Sorry, it's Brucey. So yeah, go sign up. If you have questions, email her. She's fantastic. She gets back to you right away. Seriously, she's a lovely human. And I'm really glad to be able to support her in any way I can. Alright, so, stitching! Let's do some stitching. Guys, FFO time. And I'm telling you what, I just framed this last night. I finished it earlier, I don't know when. But then I just went ahead and framed it. So what did I finish? I finished Halloween Quaker. I'm so excited. So here is where Halloween Quaker was last time. And then here it is. I'm not going to show you what it's going to look like when it's done, because she's be done. Here it is, guys. There it is. Look at it. It looks so good. Now the frame kind of come right up to my stitching, which I probably could have used a little bit more room. And I don't know if it's completely straight, but you know, if I don't, when it comes to my framing, it's probably like one of my least favorite things to do. And so if I don't hate it, then it works. So look at that. And I found these little skeleton guys at like my Kroger, my grocery store, for those of you who don't have Krogers, at my grocery store, and I just glued them on. So it matches pretty well with my witchy stitches from Cloud Factory. And I'll actually maybe get that down and I'll show them side by side. Because once this is hung, I have to put the hardware on the back. But once this is hung, it's going to go like on this Halloween, like right in front of me. I have witches and stitches. Then I have ceramic masks from Lock, Shock, and Barrel and Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. I have their masks up, and then this is going to go on the other side. So it's going to be pretty well coordinated. So just hold on 1 second, and then I'm going to get the Clouds Factory piece, and I'll show you how they look together. Kind of. So I kind of put my skeletons like on opposite corners from what this is. Witchy Stitches is looking a little blown out, but doing the best I can. I don't have a ton of room in this room. So don't they look good together? Guys, I'm so proud. So yeah, this is Leela Studios Halloween Quaker. I used all the called for. It's Classic Color Works along with 310 DMC. Sorry, my camera, I need to maybe invest in it. Oh, it's actually kind of, usually when I get close, it's just a blurry mess. I like actually, and in Witchy Stitchers, it's kind of like this, or I keep calling it Witchy Stitchers. That's not what that is. Witches and Stitches. It's like some of these are kind of hard to see, and I kind of like that contrast where you really have to look at the piece to see everything. This is stitched on Phantom or Haunted. I think it's Haunted by Bagzplus. It's 18 count Ada, like most of my things. So I can't stop showing it, but I'll put it away. I'm just going to pause it for a second. I'm going to set this somewhere safe, and then I'm going to hang up my other piece here. Pause at a good time because then the garbage trucks came by while I was putting everything away. So just want to make sure I keep those nice and safe. Okay. I feel like I'm a mess. I feel like I own the Hot Mess Express. Oh, Lordy. Okay, so that was my FFO. Now, I have a finish. It was kind of FFO finish situation. I don't know. It's like covered in hair and stuff, but what did I finish? Can you guys guess? The Hue Shift Afghan is done. So when I open this up, the color's gonna get all weird, and I'm sorry. My camera can't even with this. Oh yeah, it's shifting. So I finally finished those borders, guys. And it was so funny. Like when I was finishing it up, my son, like he's like, I was finishing it up. I probably finished it like 1 in the morning. And like my oldest son was begging to stay up so he could see me, so he could see it right when it got done. And I let him because he's just so sweet. It was the weekend, so. There it is. If I fold it in half, it does a better job with the colors. So this is my first like huge knitting project. And it's done, and it's beautiful. All those little mistakes actually are endearing, I think, considering. So this is the Hue Shift Afghan. I bought the kit off Knit Picks. I don't know if they're still available. They kind of like go in stock, out of stock, in stock, out of stock kind of. But, guys, I love it. And so does he. So does Stevie, my oldest. So I'm so proud of it. Really happy that I finally got it done. Because it was kind of, like when especially when I got to the borders, I kind of stalled out for a little while. And I just think it was like so much counting. Because I was like counting every 100 stitches just to make sure I didn't drop any. And that got to be a lot. I'm just going to stick this guy over there. So I had an FFO and a finish in the same video, guys. I'm awesome. I am awesome. Alright. Going on to the next page. I have lots of notes, so. And Brucey is wandering all over, so. I don't have a ton of whips. Considering how much I have to show, I don't have a ton of whips. I have probably, do I have more new starts than whips? They're equal. Oh no, I have more new starts than whips. And some things aren't like completely started. It kind of goes into the whip plan transition. But anyway, so let's go on to my first whip. I don't have periodic table to show you. I almost always show it. I got like just a few stitches in. But I'm going to wait till the beginning of the year to finish it, and I'll explain that in plans. So I'm going to show 100 owls instead. So this is what it's going to look like when it is done. This is 100 owls from Owl Forest Embroidery. It was a free stitch along, I think from just last year. And I don't like keeping up with stitch alongs. I just wait till everything's out. I don't like that pressure. So here's where it was last time. And let's see how far I got. Where does it live? It lives in my beautiful Christine bag. The only one I have, and I'm so grateful I have it. It's so wonderful with the little skunkies on there. How do I sort my floss for this guy? Let's take a look. Of course. This is a Floss Buddy. Sorry, itchy nose. I swear to God, as soon, like, as you turn on a camera, you get an itchy nose. This is a bag. I asked, or not a bag, a Floss Buddy. It's a pocket 45, I think, and then she put a clip over here for me with a big old zip. But I like to kind of keep my, it's a paper pattern, so I like having my pattern in here and organized. These flosses are Alforus embroidery flosses, except for that one. They didn't, I think it was called for salt and pepper, and they were like out of stock of it, so I got Old Moss from, where is that from? Color and Cotton. So now, let's see how far I got on it. Not a ton of progress. I did take it, when I work third shift, I take stuff to do, like cross stitch or knitting or something, just because it's hard to stay awake. So I did take this to work one day, but then I had like made an error and I had to fix it, and then I kind of lost steam on this pretty quickly. So I think you guys saw it. I didn't check where I was last time. I think maybe these are new, and then this half of the bird is new. So not much work, but still, I love this project. I love it. This is going to be one of my focus projects. Now, now that Halloween Quaker is done, this one is going to be a focus project. I want to get this done by next summer for my grandmother. This is stitched on Be Stitch Me 18 count Ada in the colorway Autumn, and of course you can't see much of it, but it is just, it's gorgeous. Sorry, a garbage truck just went by. I usually don't film this late, so it's a little weird. And then this, Allison Rosen is a Crafty Girl, I think, is where I got that little needle under that moth. So it's very pretty. I love it. It's a fun stitch. So this was definitely, this is going to be one of the, just like Periodic Table and like Halloween Quaker is, you'll probably see this every video until it's done. So excuse me while I just kind of put things away. I might like pause after I'm done with whips and kind of put everything away, or else I'm going to have a gigantic mess. Like a big old mess because I have so much. Alright, set that aside. So what do I have next? This is Halloween Quaker, or not Halloween Quaker. Guys, I'm so sorry. My brain is mashed potatoes. I stayed up really late last night, like organizing. Well, I was trying to get ready for a third shift because I was on first shift last week, and I was trying to get ready for a third shift this week. So I stayed up really, really late. I was really productive. I framed that Halloween Quaker. And then I went through all my whips and like reorganized everything, kind of switched a few things around to make sure everything had the proper project bag and everything. And then I prepped for this video. It took a long time, and I put on like Halloween movies and stuff while I did it. It was so fun. Actually, it was really fun. Now I'm like in a kick to like organize everything. I took all my kitted projects out today and put them in a different system. I had them all, and I've showed this before in a video. I had them all in big white binders, and it was starting to actually take up too much space. It was actually hard to maintain, which I'm really surprised that it was so hard to maintain, because you just stick it in a binder. But, I don't know. I like this system better. And I'm really sorry if that light behind is distracting. Like, it's like right above my head, like right here in my head. But my cats are in that room, and if I lock them in, they'll like whine and like paw at the door, and then they'll come out. You know how cats are. Then they'll come out, and then they'll whine and paw at the door to get back in if I close it. So I'm sorry if that's distracting, because it's kind of actually distracting me, because it's like right on my head. Anyway, I'm sorry. You guys, you come here for the personality, right? Because I'm crazy today. Okay, So, what is the next project? It's not Halloween Quaker, it's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So there is what Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. I love this piece. Love it, love it, love it. So where was Halloween Quaker last time? Right there. I think I just had the border of that square done. And so let's see how far I got. I just went ahead and let Brucey outside because I don't want him to get all your dogs barking while you're watching this video. If you're watching it on your TV or even on your phone, I don't want your dogs going nuts. So, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow is in this owl bag. I just got it. It's like a tote bag I got off Amazon. I like using those as well as like proper project bags. I kind of like mixing it up. Sorry, my pattern is sticks. No, I didn't flash it good. I have it in this B 45 pocket flip. Those are all my colors. It's all called for DMC. And then here's where I've gotten to. I made quite a bit of progress on here if I remember correctly. I did. A lot of progress. It looks so good. Like I said, I think last time I just had the outline. So look at how far I got. Wow, I didn't even realize this did come to work with me, so I got quite a bit. Let me just take this up. I did get quite a bit of work on this done. There we go. Doesn't it look good? Really proud of this. Self-dyed 18 count Ada, which is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this fabric's so good. And then this is House of Ming. Mary from, you know, Hocus Pocus. So good. I'm trying to decide which project I'm going to take to work with me this week, and I'm having a hard time deciding now that I'm getting them all out. So there's that one. I think I'm actually not going to put these all back in their project bags. If I'm going to pause and put them away anyway. Make this go a little quicker since I'm such a scatterbrain today. Alright, what's in this one? Okay, this one is Horrid Ole Hag. There it is by Owl Forest, or not Owl Forest Embroidery. I think I did that last time. By Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is a really fun project. I really like it. I hadn't gotten it out for a while, so I was glad to get it out. Here is where it was last time. And then here is a bendy flip. This is what I have my things in. This was actually gifted this to me. When for my giveaway last time, I gave away one of her projects and she just added this in. I didn't have anything Alice in Wonderland, so I was really happy to have this. The Cheshire Cat. I'm using all the called for DMC. Sorry, there's my butt. Pattern. And then here's where I've gotten to. I did pretty well. This is stitched on 18 count Caramel Apple by Stitch Me. So I think last time I had just kind of had this section here, and so then I worked all the way down here, and then I'm coming up and doing this color. The way I'm organizing this piece, since it is a paper pattern, I'm kind of like folding each paper in half, kind of. Not like physically, but I'm like dividing it in half and then color completing for that half a page. Because that's, especially when I do a HAID or something on Pattern Keeper, it's really easy to kind of color complete. So this is actually the easiest way for me to do it if I'm only working at half a page. So on this half, on this eighth of the project really, I finished all this color and then I started working on this green here. So it looks really good. It's going to be really cool when it's done. This is actually a project that my youngest son, Nathan, picked out. He wanted me to make this for him. So, I really like Autumn Lane Stitchery. I'll tell you what, the stuff they come out with, it just gets better and better and better and more creative. It's just amazing. Their work, I know it's Aaron, the actual designer, but then like his wife, I mean, they're geniuses together. They're awesome. Alright, what's in this one? Okay, this one is, what's the proper thing? I always say it weird. Crate labels and seed packets. It's from this book, which can be hard to find. I just got lucky and nabbed them for inexpensively. And then I'm doing the peppers, which is that. So the way I'm doing this is there's a total of 16 patterns in here, and I'm doing 2 separate projects that each have 8, is how I'm dividing it. Excuse me. I have it just in this canvas trick-or-treat bag that I got last year. I like using a variety of different things for project bags. I think it's fun. This is the Karina project, or Karina product I have for this guy. This is actually, I gave away another one of these. This is what I gave away a few videos ago. I mean, X-ray tag, perfection right there. I love this, and it glows in the dark, and it works really well. And then I'm using all the called for DMC. So this is the one for peppers, and then I have the next one I'm doing, which I think is one of the flowers down here. So then I'll just be able to get the rest of these on bobbins. Oh, they're already on bobbins. I'll just be able to switch them out when I'm done with peppers. Sorry, I'm kind of anal about trying to get things like back. It's such a nightmare when I'm done. I don't. Alright, so let's see. Did I show you where I was last time on this? I don't think I did. So if I haven't shown it already, here's where it was last time. And then here's how far I have gotten to. I switched. I put it in like a bigger Q-snap because it like was so crammed. So as I was rearranging things, I kind of decided to put this in an 11 by 11. So here's where I've gotten to. If I remember correctly, last time I worked on this, I didn't have any of the pepper filled in. I may have had all this dark spot. I don't know. You saw it. I should really check my pictures before I film, but I don't think you guys care that much for me to know everything. And then, of course, this is Clay by Kim sunflower. I carried sunflowers at my wedding, so sunflowers are special to me. And circus roses, which are like this orange and peach and red situation. So yeah, this is looking so good. These are really cool. Sorry, it's like distorted from the Q-snap. That's why that looks all crooked and weird. So there's that. I'm really hoping to get a Halloween Clay by Kim. I have a feeling they're going to be the absolute 100% hardest to get. But okay, is that all my whips? I feel like I have one more whip. I do. All Souls Veirlanden. And I didn't show my knitting whips. I'll show my knitting whips. Usually I show my knitting whips first, but I didn't. We'll just show them after. So All Souls Veirlanden is what that is. Quiltify Designs, I think, is who does that. Here's where it was last time. It lives in here. This is a scroll rod bag Karina made for me. I do have another little bendy flip. I have hedgehogs. I won this from Sebastian at B's and T's Stitching. I am so far behind at my Flosstube. Like, I need to try to catch up. Like, when I work, I don't, like, overnights, even though I'm stitching, sometimes I can't watch Flosstube because it, like, is really relaxing to me, and I just love listening to people talk and listening to my friends. But it makes me tired because I get so relaxed. So I try to watch, like, more action-packed things when I'm not, you know, with the patient. You just never know with overnights how busy you're going to be, especially now with us being on diversion and stuff. Anyway, I'm really chatty today. I hope you guys are okay with that. This is how far I got. I don't think I got that much done. I think, I don't know. You guys saw. I think I finished this and then maybe worked over here and got that done. This is being stitched with 115 DMC. It's their variegated line. I'm doing this as a special piece for my husband and myself. Here, and this is how, I didn't show this on Halloween Quaker, but this is how I kind of sign our pieces. I put all of our initials there. So it's Rob, Mary, Stevie, Nathan, Skeleton. And it's just, that's how I like it. Even though I'm the one stitching it, I just love my family. So we all get to be put on there. Beautiful. I dyed this 18 count Ada myself. And this is the first clay by Kim. This is what started it all. I actually won this from her Instagram, and it was done. Like, I stock it every week now. There it is. It's going to be so pretty when it's done. It's a cool piece. Alright, so now, I guess, these were knitting nips. Knitting nips? Wow. Knitting whips. They were new starts. That's why I had it organized the way I did. Just remembered. Okay, so let's go over new starts. So I'm going to start with my knitting new starts, and then, it would be a second for you, but I'm probably going to pause and then put this stuff away before I get out my next wave. So what am I knitting? Now that I finished my Hue Shift Afghan, I know I said I wasn't going to have more than one whip with knitting, but I have two. And the reason I decided to do it that way is I'm going to make several of these scarves. I love this pattern. I've already bought, I'll show you in my haul, I bought some yarn to do like 3 more of these. So I wanted a little bit more variation, because if I'm like knitting nothing but these scarves, I'm going to not want to do it. So here's the scarf. This is called an Irish hiking scarf. This is my first time doing cables. I think I bought this pattern a long time ago. I don't think this is a free pattern. I think this is a pattern I purchased. And I can't remember where. I'll try to find it and maybe link it below, but if I can't find it, I'm sorry, because I just don't remember where I got it. I've had it for a long time. Like, as soon as I started knitting, this was like, I bought the Hue Shift Afghan, and then I got this. So I don't remember if it was a download. And I don't remember, I got this yarn on Etsy. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I will try to find it and link it. It's really pretty blue. I got really far. Like I said, I didn't feel good with my, it's a little darker than what it's showing up. It's like not as bright as this. Look how far I got. It's almost a whole skein of yarn. And it'll like block, I know it looks like, that actually will block out the edges. It's just, and all these things, for those of you who don't knit, these are called lifelines. So if you make a mistake, it's easy to pull back. And so I do it, like if you look, see how it twists? So I put in a lifeline, like I'll do a twist, like 2 twists, lifeline, 2 twists, lifeline. And I've actually removed some of these lower ones just because it was getting to be a lot of hanging. It's so pretty. Like, that's why it's like I'm just knitting this. I'm like, this is gorgeous. I'm making a bunch of these. So I'm going to make a bunch of these as gifts. This one is for my oldest son. It's just beautiful. And for my first time doing cables, I'm really proud. I think they're beautiful. So I'm really liking this. Wow, I just want to keep looking at it. So that is one of my knitting new starts. I'll just get this put back in. There we go. Zip it up. And so what else did I start with my knitting? I started another Afghan. This is the continuation blanket, I think. Yes, a continuation blanket. I got this on Knit Picks. This was another Knit Pick. I bought the kit, but I bought, like, when I bought the kit, I got like the smaller blanket, and I wanted to do the medium size, so I just had to order an extra couple skeins of yarn. There's like a yarn that they like regularly carry, and actually the next blanket, I'm gonna do like the buffalo blanket or something like that for Nathan, and I'm able to have easy access to that yarn. Oh, I think one of my purchases is in here too. show you. I got this yarn bowl. It is like 3D printed. It was really inexpensive, and it's great. I'm able to fit, like for this one, you're knitting, I'll show you in just a minute, you're knitting with like 3 strings of yarn, and like they fit, like the balls fit. And it is making my knitting like more smooth. It's coming out more regular. What was the word I'm looking for? You guys know. Anyway, so there are several color options with this. I'm doing the blue. There's a blue, there's a green, there's like a blue purple. So this is how far I've gotten. I've done really well. So this is just knitting, and then you have like increases. You just increase by 1 every row. And again, please ignore the lifelines. I know they're a little distracting. You can't tell now, but in a few rows up, then I start adding in a new color. Oh, I probably didn't show it. Here's what it's going to look like when it's done. This is a different colorway, but this gives you an idea. I know it's not the best picture, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to be. And I think the picture I have shows the colors of yarn I'm using. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a new way to knit. Like I said, I kind of sort of knitted before, but I never did it right. So that Hue Shift Afghan was like the first time I followed a pattern and actually used my needles right and put my needle where it needed to go. Like my other knitting was kind of a hot mess. It wasn't even really knitting. Now I'm really getting the hang of it. This one's for my husband. So. Alright, I am going to stop my video. I'm going to take pictures and get cleaned up real quick, and then I will be right back with you. Alright, sorry if my camera perspective is a little bit different. I went ahead and changed the battery. That one was getting low. Got all my whips put away. Got my pictures done, so I have more room. Brucey is now back inside, and I know Amazon's going to be here soon, so I'll probably pause because he freaks out when people come in the front yard. Okay, so new starts. You saw my 2 knitting starts. Now, what did I start cross-stitch wise? One of them is an actual start, and then 2 of them are like getting to the plan. New start arena. The 30th was my birthday. September 30th. And so I had a birthday start. I don't remember if I told you what I was starting last video. I probably did, because I was pretty sure what I was going to start. It is in this bag, a big old octopus. I am obsessed with octopus. They're like my favorite thing. So I did the Tardis, is what I started by Tilton Crafts. This is what it looks like when it's done someday. And then let's see how far I got. I made some progress. There's a lot of black in this, as you saw. Here we go. So I got a wee start. This is done on 25 count easy grid. This is my first time using 25 count easy grid, and I like it a lot. There's my little octopus guy. He's from Angus Little Minders, I think is what her shop is called. I have another one I showed in haul that I'll show today. They're so cool. So not much to see, just a lot of black. Like the first page is almost completely black, and then down here we start getting into some blues. So it was a good birthday start. I love Doctor Who. And it's not going to be living in this bag very much longer, and I'll show you why in a wee bit. And for this one, I just have all my floss actually in a floss box. There is no, as of right now, there is no Floss Buddy, but I'm sure there will be in the future, because these are big and bulky. I prefer having them in a different way. Alright, so what were things that this one I had started and then found out it wasn't going to work the way I was doing it. So what is it? This is a gift for my husband. I put it in a robot bag. Now why, you might ask, because it has nothing to do with the actual project. We watch BattleBots as a family, and I thought this would be perfect. It's just these little, so cute, these little robots. So this is what it is. This isn't a magazine. Do I have the actual magazine in here? I do. It's the Cross Stitch Country Crafts thing, you guys know. but it's called Grandpa's Workshop. And so, I don't have a start. Here's why. I did start it. You can see I even have a little needle minder. I had floss up here. I did start it. But I was doing it on 18 count scroll by Stitch Me. That's the way what I started it on. It was one of her fabrics of the month not too long ago. It's a beautiful fabric, and I actually can't wait to use it. And this would have worked really good on that. But as I was going through the pattern, I realized there are a ton of fractional stitches, like a lot. And I didn't take that into consideration when I was picking out fabric. I figured, like, I have my stash, I'll just find some 8, it'll be fine. Then I started, I got maybe 30 stitches, and I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna work. And I know you can do like quarter stitches and stuff on Ada, but I think it's a pain. And I'm not very good at it, and my stitches end up looking really, really gross. Like, really gross. So I frogged what I had, I put my fabric back away in my little fabric organizer, and I ordered 40 count Verdal from Stitch Me in the colorway Not Another Sampler. So I'm going to do it on that instead. So instead of doing it at 18 count, it's going to be like 2/2. No, it'll be 1/2, excuse me. It'll be 1/2. So 1 strand of floss over 2 little blocks. And I just think that'll be so much easier. So I have that on order, and it'll be here, you know. Special orders take her a wee bit, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind waiting at all. So this is the genius. I'm like, Karina, this might be weird, but I'm doing like this tool-themed project for my husband. Can you find fabric? Because that's kind of a weird situation, but she found the perfect fabric. So she made this up. So this is kind of haul. You guys didn't see this last time. I had it on order, but I just don't think it had gotten here yet. I think it got like right after I filmed is when it got here. So that's what she found me, and I'm just using all the called for DMC for that project. So I'm really looking forward to starting this. Hopefully by the time I film next week, we'll have started it. It just depends on when the fabric gets here. But as soon as the fabric gets here, I'm going to start it again. So cute. And then this one isn't completely started yet either. But since I'm going to StitchCon, I needed to think of small things, like options for smalls. And so I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm not going to really share too much about the patterns I'm doing, but I'm just going to show you. I'm actually doing 2 smalls for reasons. So they're both going to be on this fabric, which is 18 count Stonehenge from Stitch Me. And I probably won't show these again. These are going to be kind of what you see. And then after I go to StitchCon, like I'll show you what I did, how I finished them, all that stuff. So that's pretty. And here are the colors. I'll give you like you can see colors. It's pretty. And then my other one is actually, because there's 2, is a very similar color scheme. Sorry, it's in plastic, but you can't see anything. So. And yeah, no, look, it was on a floss card because I was anxious to get it going. This might actually go to work with me. So I got this off of a D-stash from Stitchy, Star Wars. So, but I wanted to get that like kitted and ready to go because of the way my plans are for next year. So I wanted to make sure I had everything laid out. So let me just double check my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, friends? Alright, that is it for new starts. And new start that have kind of started, not yet. So I think I'm going to pause just another time and get that put away for the next wave. Alright, that's all put away. It's like staying all nice and clean. It's like those of you who make Flosstube, you know it's like a craft store puke every time you film. It's a mess. So I kind of like this. Maybe I'll do this from now, like take a break, clean up. This is such a long video. I'm hoping you guys are like hanging in there. I know I'm like kind of in a weird headspace today and kind of distracted, so I really appreciate you guys hanging with me. I Every view, every subscriber means so much to me. I really appreciate you guys. All right, so new hobby. Let me just go over like the remaining agenda since we've been here for 3,000 years and you probably have forgotten. So I'm going to go over what I have started for a new hobby. Sorry, I had a burpy. And then we'll go over. I have some plans I want to share with you. Then I'm going to go, well, you know what, let's not do new hobby. Let's do plans and then new hobby. I'm getting out of order because of the way I have things stacked. And then I have some amazing Stitchy kindness to show, haul after that, and then be Stitch Me. So we're about halfway through. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so my plans. There's Brucey's face. You want to see him? Sorry, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Brucey, come here. Come here. Oops, sorry. I'm going to make you guys sick. I'm sorry. There we go. Come here, Bruce. Show your little facey face. This is Bruce. He's our muddy mutt. He's the best ever. He's the best dog. He slept with me all night last night. Hold on. I think Amazon's here. Okay, false alarm. It wasn't Amazon. It was just Bruce being Bruce. He is such a good boy, though. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I'm not trying to make you guys sick. I'm sorry. I know sometimes when the camera is moving around a lot, it makes me feel a little icky. There we go. Try to show you Bruce, but he doesn't sit still. So plans. What am I planning on? So I like starting. I mean, I like doing what I want to do. That's why it's like sometimes groups are hard. Like following like challenge groups. As much as they're fun, I want to do what I want to do. But I am getting overwhelmed with how many whips I have. So when I saw the no new starts for 2022, somebody had like posted how it was going to be like different this year, and I'm like, let me investigate because I'm interested. So they have like slow down. It is a Facebook group, no new starts, and I'm not sure. I just like kind of started. I know I'll give credit next time to like who had started the group and stuff, since I have so much. I'm a little scattered. So it's a private group, you just can join, but then they have different tiers. So there is one tier where it's like you start 0 things. You just don't start. And then there's another one, which is I'm doing, which is one I know the most about, is 22 whips in 2022. So throughout the whole year, you never have more than 22 active whips. And then there's another tier, and I'm sorry, that one was even more like flexible on things that you can and can't start. But I really liked that 20 and 22 because when I finish something, I do like to start things immediately after. Like I already know what's going up next. I'm ready to go, and it's part of the motivation for me to hurry up and finish things. For those of you who have been around a long time or have seen my whip parades, my projects are very large. That's what I'm drawn to. And so I don't have a lot of finishes, but the ones I do have are magnificent. So as I had some things I knew I kind of wanted to start, so I know like no new starts isn't going to be my thing. That's too restrictive for me. I don't like that. But the 22 and 22 is very attractive to me. It helps me keep my whip count down a little bit. It helped me prioritize some of the things because I have some things I really haven't worked on. So I didn't like get rid of those whips. Okay, unfinished objects means you're not going to finish it. I just set them aside. And those are things, especially when I was going over my whip parade in August, I realized there were a couple things I hadn't worked on at all, or like very, very little. So I decided those ones that really didn't get much work were just going to get set aside. Not like never going to work on them again, just for this year they're not going to be in my list unless I finish something unexpectedly. So, sorry, my notes got all discombobulated because the dog stepped on my book. Okay, so I do have a whip list that I created. There it is. I know it's like a hot mess. This is what it looks like. You can't see anything. There's a bunch of stuff written on it because I'm trying to use this template. I'm kind of getting it together So this will be what's in my info box. And all my whips that I'm working on will be listed, and like what kind of fabric, what floss, what kind of bag, all of that. So it'll just be easier. Instead, I copy and paste it now with links. I don't know if there'll be links. I'll figure it out. Maybe a Google Doc. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So hopefully by next video, I'll have this all like a good system. Because I don't like the way I do it now. Because I just will link below like things I show. So then I have to go through my list and just copy and paste what I've shown. And it's too much work. I mean, already my editing, I mean, I'm not fancy, but it takes some time to edit. Those of you who do videos know that it's time consuming. Like today's Monday, you're probably seeing this on Tuesday and maybe even Wednesday morning, because there's no way I'm going to get it edited before I go to work. It's already 5 o'clock. I need to eat and probably take a nap. It's just not going to happen. But anyway, I am really rambly. You guys are here for it, right? So I'm just going to really quickly go over the 22 whips that I have chosen. But one thing, there is one little restriction in this group. Like if you finish something, you can't start something bigger than what you finished. So if I finish, like I have 2 of my smalls, and I flashed this list and I said I'm not going to show you what I'm doing for smalls, so oh well. So I have 2 smalls on my list. For StitchCon, I can't start a Hade. So they're listed by the sizes. I have like what size. I have like a way you calculate what size your project fits into. And so then if you finish that, you can start something that size or smaller. So I have just a real quick list. I have my 2 smalls. I have Spring Nesting Doll, Watercolor Skull, All Souls Veirlanden, 100 Owls, Grandpa's Workshop, Little Hooties, and they're both owl projects. I just realized that. That's interesting. Are both going to be my new focus. So Little Hooties, for those of you who don't know, it's this Christmas stocking that has been languishing forever. It has these little not ninja stitches, but there's little isolated stitches that are snowflakes. And it's holding me up. But I need to get this done. Like, I want to get it done. It's cute. I want to get it done. So I hope this is helpful. I'm going over if you know me and you've seen these. If not, you can maybe go watch my whip parade if you want to see what all these are. I have Alice and the Flamingo, Horrid Ole Hag, Planet Dragons, Torso with Arms, Tardis, Templar Prophecy, Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow, my periodic table, which is why I'm waiting to finish that in the beginning of the new year. Because I think you get, like, entries for some kind of giveaway if you like finish things, so I'm like, maybe I'll just wait. My crate and labels and seed packet situation, my Shadow Lane, which is Halloween Kitty Mandala, my giant Harry Potter, and then my Kingdom of Books, which is a newer start. And then I have 2 new starts that are already on my list because I know they're going to be started. Ink Drinking Stitcher and I are going to start a Hade on the new year, which is Dragon Race into the Night. I already have that like kitted and mostly ready to go. I have a Floss Buddy, like the 90 pocket, cleaned out, and so I'm gonna use that in there. And I ordered like a tote bag for it. And then Bountiful Books is a Hade I'm going to start at some point. So sorry if this video is really choppy, Bruce. So this is what Ink Drinking Stitcher and I are going to start. This is Dragon Race at Night. I'm sorry, I don't know the artist. She's so clever. She's really creative. She used to be a graphic designer, which I just recently learned. She's going to start on the night section, and I'm going to start at the day section. So it's going to be really cool. And then this is Bountiful Books, which I'm going to start sometime. So that's that. That's my plans. Lots of good plans. And I'll get that document together. It's going to be so much easier for me just to link that and be done instead of like sifting through. Before I start Stitchy Kindness, I forgot to mention at the beginning of my video, if you are a healthcare worker, Ink Drinking Stitcher and I have a Facebook group that we're getting together for those in the medical field, where we can share stitching and just our experience. So please join us. It's fun. You know, I'm hoping, like, when I'm on more consistent schedules, like, sometimes I love interacting with people, but sometimes I don't always initiate conversation. Like, if you say something, I will definitely comment and, like, get back. I'm always not great at initiating the conversation. I'm hoping to get more consistent with that. But please come join our group. It's a lot of fun. I'll link it. Healthcare Stitchers. I'll link it. Okay, so plans. Those are my plans for the new year. And in between now and then, I'm going to do what I want to do. Just stitch what I wanted to stitch, pull out what I want to pull out. 100 owls and little hooties, though, are going to get consistent work. Okay, now we can go on to the new hobby portion. Are you still with me? Hope so. So I started at something called paper quilling. And now this isn't going to be like big sections in my videos, but I think I just want to share you what I create. So I'll show you like finishes. So what is paper quilling? I got this book. Sorry, these are things Nathan or Stevie wants me to make for him. So what is it? And I'm going to show you. Let me show you like a good picture, because they have really good pictures. I'm going to show you a picture without the instructions. Here, this is like a good representation. So what is it? It's rolled up. It's like thin pieces of paper, like strips of paper that you roll up and make different things. Now there's it just rolled up, and then they have, you can make all sorts of different shapes. Here we go. This one's a good representation of, sorry, I'm trying to cover up the instructions. So you can make different shapes. It is really fun. I'm not very great at it. I've only done like 2 projects. I purchased this book at Barnes & Noble, and then I have 2 or 3 paper quilling books at the library for pickup. It got really dark out, so my lighting might get weird. It's like the way the sun is going over the house, and like I said, I'm feeling way later than I normally do. So this, speaking of paper quilling, I'm just going to show you, like if I finish something, I'm just going to show it to you. It's not going to be a huge thing. So this is the first one I did. I changed the colors up from the book. I kind of liked the Halloween. That yellow isn't quite as orange that's showing up. I think my color is going to get weird now because the way the light's shifting. And then I just put it on a piece of scrapbook paper and just put a few stickers on it. Nothing too fancy. And then I finished this one. I'm just going through the book like piece by piece so I can learn new skills. Look at that. I found that I have like a bunch of those antique, people have seen those big sticker books. It's like a lemon pig. Like, it's amazing. A lemon pig. I love it. So I just find random stickers, put a little washi tape. This is like weird paper, and so the stickers don't quite stick. I might need to put a little glue. But yeah. Sorry, I know it doesn't focus. So cool. It's just like an interesting little hobby, and it's quick. So if I want to just crank out a quick project, I can do paper quilling versus, like, of course, cross stitches is a lot more. It takes a lot more time. So it's just fun to throw something out like this, and Nathan likes to do it. My almost 8-year-old. We will sit, and I got him his own little cork board, and we sit and do it together, which is fun. All right, so there is that. We're making it through. I got some stitchy kindness, guys, and I can't even. Okay, so this is going to sound weird, but please just hear me out. The main reason I started my channel was to meet people. And I've made such good friendships with people. And I can't even, because I'm going to get choked up. When you're around like-minded people, not even like-minded people, I don't mean it like that, but we share something. We share the stitching, and we love it so much that even though I've never seen her face in person, we have become so close. And she sent me 2 gifts, and I can't even. The first thing that she sent me she was celebrating the fact that I finally got a day job and I would have a more consistent schedule. I put it in this guy. This is Nightmare Before Christmas bag. I think this is one of the first bags I got. It's like this little quilted guy. I got it on Etsy. This is gonna be, it wasn't on my list. This is gonna be started after periodic table is finished, I think. Yes. After periodic table is finished. Or I might start this on Ink Drinking Stitcher's birthday. Actually, I think was my plan. So it was I don't know if I should say, she just needs to tell me. Do you want me to say your name? Because I don't feel comfortable just saying your name if I haven't asked permission. And I keep forgetting to ask you that. So what did she send me? Oh, this is in black and white. She sent me another Autumn Lane Stitchery, where I was talking about how much I love them. This is, I'm going to show you a colored picture. This is Potions and Spells. So she got me this for just celebrating getting a day job so I don't have to work nights and feel like this all the time. So I have this all kitted and ready. I haven't picked up fabric, so it's not quite kitted. I have all my floss. As I was going through things, like everything that is going to be started next year has a project bag, is kitted, is ready to roll. So next year also I shouldn't have to spend that much money because everything is set. I won't have to worry about it. It's just something gets done, and then if I start like finishing a lot of things, not gonna happen. I have stuff that's already kitted. So I don't think next year I'll probably spend that much on cross stitch. So she sent me that, and that was, I loved it so much. I love that. I love Autumn Lane Stitchery. Anyway, so I think in May, her birthday's in May. I think we're gonna start that together. I need a drink. My voice is actually, I'm starting to lose my voice. Anyway, that wasn't it. Something came today that she sent me for my birthday. And it gets me choked up because I've never met her. Like, we talk every day pretty much. Like, we send messages back and forth every day. I'm getting to know her more and more. I mean, I trust her and like her enough to share a hotel room with her, never having actually met her. But the kind of relationships you can form just through social media is incredible. So she knows me well enough that she picked this out for my birthday, and it was seriously one of the best gifts I ever have received. It's a bag. It's a project bag, and I can't even, guys. Like, this is a Jasmine Ravenclaw bag. I've never had one of her bags. Guys, do you see what's on there? It's the Tardis, because she knew I had started the Tardis for my birthday, and then she had this bag made. And it's just, she knows me so well. Like, I don't think my husband, of course I talk to my husband, can't buy gifts with poop, but people who know me the best, I don't think, you know, people in, like, I see physically, could have picked out a better gift for me. It's beautiful. Like, I literally cried when I opened it. She doesn't even watch Doctor Who, yet she found the most perfect thing ever for me. And then the inside, there's the inside fabric. And then it has a wee little zip up here. I mean, it's beautiful. I can't even. I'm speechless. This is, like, seriously the best. So thank you, friend. I can't even. So yeah, the Tardis, I know I showed like the octopus bag, it's going to go in there. And then that's going to go to probably the Bountiful Books or something. So that was my Stitchy kindness. I can't even. It's overwhelming. So thank you. Okay, so now let's go on to haul. And then I'll take a break, get my spoiler warning, and then we're going to open up the Be Stitch Me box together. I haven't opened it. All I've done is like broke the tape. So we get to look at that together. I'm really excited. So what have I bought? Quite a bit. This was like some stuff I had ordered like a long time ago, and it like came like right after my last video. So first I'm going to show you some yarn. All these yarns I have picked out for the scarves. Excuse me. So this one Nathan picked out for his the Irish hiking scarf. I got this off Knit Picks. Do you want the information? I mean, my camera won't focus, but oh, not too bad. Okay. It's in the colorway Pixie. If you can't read that, it's worsted weight. So this is what he picked out for his scarf. And then I'm gonna make one for my mom. I haven't even taken this one out of the package yet. Excuse the crinkle. I showed her like a picture of 3 different yarns that she could choose from, and she got this. It's beautiful. Oh, that's actually pretty true. It's maybe slightly darker than it's showing up, but it's beautiful. Let me see if I can. I got all the that one I got on the one I just showed you, Knit Picks. These were both Etsy purchases. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's really blurry. Again, worsted weight. They're all worsted weight. Anyway, I tried. There's the label. And then I picked out, well, I didn't pick this out. Like, I had a website or Etsy shop that I really liked. And I had Inky. Maybe instead of saying ink drinking stitcher, I might just call her Inky. Picked out this for her scarf. I said, pick whatever you want. You look on the website and you find something you want, and I'll make you a scarf. So this is Blue Barn Fiber, worsted weight. Oh, what was the colorway? Does it say? Chase the Lights. And she showed, it's actually really true. The brown is maybe a little bit more saturated than that. She showed her inspiration was like these beautiful flowers. So, oh my gosh, guys, can you imagine this in that scarf? Oh, so good. So those were the yarns, and like I said, they're all going to be that cable scarf because I just love it so much. I mean, just, it's so beautiful. So those were the yarns I got. So, I have some charts. Let's go over my charts. I think a few of these arrived, like right after I filmed, because they were, expo releases. I'm not going to take them out of the plastic, sorry. This is already long enough. You guys are probably tired of hearing me talk. So, hello from Liz Matthews. This is the 5th day of Christmas. I have the other 4, and I'm going to collect them all. Then I have decided I absolutely love Quakers. I mean, I love them. So, Bygone Stitches, I got Christmas Quaker 1, and then this is the second one. Yeah, I will always have a Quaker going, because I love them. This is like all the Christmas carols. And then I think I have another Quaker coming. I had to order just a little bit more floss, and I picked another Quaker. This was this was not an Expo release, this one was. This one is the Glendon Place, what is the proper name? Poltergeist Pirates. I loved this. I just couldn't resist. Like, I was only going to get one from Expo, but oh, I couldn't. I had to get this one too. Like, I waited just a minute, and I'm like, no, it has to happen. And then I got one of these. This is Nightmare. These are the colorful cats. They have a whole series of them, and this is like the Halloween themed. I had ordered, like the nighttime one for a friend, and I just loved this one so much, I ordered one for myself, too. So, those are all the charts I had purchased. Now, I had pre-ordered this one a long time ago. This is the Creepy Cross Stitch book that I'm sure you've seen floating around. My thoughts on this book. it's a little prim for my style. There's some really cool things in here. And if you like slightly more, like this is really cool. Slightly more like primitive stitching, this is probably going to be a better fit for you. Like there's really good things in here. I'm trying not to show. Inky, I keep saying I'm going to send you pictures of this book, and I keep forgetting. I mean, forgive me. Yeah, I mean, there are quite a few cute things in here. But, like, there's also things that are, like this rat situation isn't my favorite. I would say maybe half of the book I'm, like, really into. There's, like, a tarantula, the Grimm. See, some of these are just not my style. It's not to say that they're not amazing, they're just not my style. See, that's probably, a lot of people would absolutely love that, but it's not really my jam. Like, see, this is pretty, but I don't think it's something I would stitch. And a lot of people would be, like, all over that. So, I will stitch a few things out of this, and then I'm going to give this to a friend. Just stitch the few things that I really, really love, and then just give it to someone who would probably appreciate the whole book more. So yeah, the few things in there that I like, I mean, I love. But then the rest of them I'm kind of like, eh. It's just, I wouldn't take the time to stitch them. Not that they're bad, they're just not for me. Guys, we're almost done with the haul, and then we'll do Be Stitch Me. I'll probably like try to charge my battery a little bit while I clean up before we do Be Stitch Me. I have 3 needle minders to show. This one, see if I can get her. I can't get her hair on quite right. Lego. I have her card attached. Wait, let me set these on here. I have her card attached. She has a Facebook group. Sorry, I know you can't tell. It's Mini Fig Minders. She has a Facebook group. And I got a little X-ray tech. Sorry, it's getting blown out. You guys, if you know what a Lego figure is, yeah, it's getting completely washed out. I'm sorry. It's blurry, but not washed out. It's an X-ray tech. So she took like the science thing. Oops, I said my other ones. Made a little X-ray tech. So that's cute. Sorry, Flosstube itchy nose. And then I have the Angus Little Minders. Had a Halloween collection. And especially since I'm going to be really, really lucky if I can get a Halloween Clay by Kim. She doesn't have her releases as often, but she has more when she releases. So this is a skull with a little flower. She had like 3 or 4 different variations of this guy, and this one was my favorite. So cool. And then one more, I did get one of these. I had missed out on like one of the fall Clay by Kim. That's what this one is. But then this one was released like the next day or something, and I was like super excited. I actually had missed out on the other one because I was more excited about this one. It is a mandrake. Little fatty guy. Little chunky. He's so cute. So I was super excited to score him. He needs a name. I like to name like all my special, like one-of-a-kind minders. Like, I like to give them names. And these are true like pieces of art. They're incredible. My color's all jacked up. I mean, I really am probably that pale as you're seeing me. But it's like, let's see if I can adjust my light setting just a little bit here. When I take a break. Alright, so last like haul situation I have to show. I had like got buried. There it is. Got a piece of cardstock here so I can show you. It's my and Fabric of the Month by Stitch Me. This is her September, yeah. She has several different options of things you can do with her. I get 18 count Aida. And she has like a neutral and then like a colored option. I get the mixed. So 1 month I will get colored, and then the next month I get neutral. This month was my neutral. And it is After the Harvest. And it is gorgeous. Now if you saw, like if you've seen anybody else's showing their colored, theirs was like pumpkin patch or something. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But this is so beautiful. Like, it's so tempting for me to want to do both the colored and the neutral. I just don't need that much fabric. I'd rather get like one piece of fabric and a silk, and her silk packs. So good. That is so pretty. Like, I'm not sure I opened it up. Sometimes I don't, usually I don't open up the fabrics and do it with you guys. That's good. I'm not going to put this back in. Alright, let's see, and then with her silk club, you get 5 silks. Usually like 4, like solid, and then she has one that's like a mix of those colors. Alright, let's see. Of course, they're so good. They're fall. We have all lit up. I've gotten this one before. It's beautiful. And then we have pumpkin. These are coming out pretty true. Very true. This one is mild spice, or mild sauce, excuse me. And then we've got, this one's so good, paprika. It's like there's a beautiful red orange. And then we have pumpkin patch, which is that, which is beautiful. So there they all are. Beautiful colors this month, just absolutely beautiful. Excuse me, I dropped one. All right. So there are the flosses. So that's all for haul. That's all for my regular stitching stuff. And blatherings. So now I'm going to pause, charge my camera for a minute, and we're going to do the Stitch Me Halloween box. I'm so excited. So if you're going to leave now, I'll see you next time. I appreciate every single one, every single view. You know, if you want to subscribe, please feel free, but I appreciate you if you just stop by and say hello. Please and always feel free to leave me comments. I love comments. I love chatting with you. I did this to make friends. So if you're peacing out, I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, friends, Amazon driver's been here and gone. I gave Brucey a bully stick, but he's like clicking it on the floor. But it's better than him barking. So let's just get through this last little bit. My light is absolutely gone. It's now like 6:15. This has been like an all-day adventure. I'm not complaining. This has been long. A lot going on. But I thought about like waiting until tomorrow to open my Stitch Me box, but I couldn't wait. So we're just going to do it in our icky lighting, and then the very least, I'm going to try to get these videos onto my computer and then get so they're ready to edit tomorrow. I might even have it all set up in my editing software, so then all I have to do is go in and actually do the editing tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be up tomorrow night, Tuesday or Wednesday. So this is the front of my box. It did get a little dinged in shipping, but that was in no way Brandy's situation. Look at this cute little graphic here, a sticker, I think. So I purchased, there were a couple different options. I purchased the Epic box, and then I got a fourth, my fabrics are a fourth, or a quarter of a yard. I got 20 count Aida this time. I know, I'm branching out. Instead of my normal 18, I got 20. Just notice, you can see all my nesting dolls. I have this weird obsession with nesting dolls. I love them. But for my birthday, since we're sitting here talking about Halloween things, this is the one that we got. My husband, I've said this before, like, he's a loving, wonderful person. He's not always good at picking out gifts. So he says, pick out 2 nesting dolls, and you can get them for your birthday. So I picked out like 8 or 9, and then he helped me like pick out the last, like the 2 I purchased. So this one is really cool. I'm not going to do the whole thing. This is actually from Russia, but it's hand painted. And there's the little one inside, and then so on and so forth. I love this. Sorry, I know this video is long enough, but I had to show you that. It's so cool. And then the other one I got for my birthday was just, this is like an Amazon purchase. It's just like your plastic. I didn't have like a regular doll. So this is like your, when you think of Russian nesting doll, this is, you know, kind of what comes to mind. And then, that was me. I knocked and thought somebody's at the door. These are the ones I got last year for Christmas. Oh, sorry. Crappy light. I got Dorothy. The skeleton, this is hand painted. And then this one. Little, Night of the, Day of the Dead situation. Alright, so there's that. Sorry, I just had to show those because they were like in my video and I love them so much. Anyway, box. Stay focused. Like I said earlier, tape has been broken. I have not opened it up yet. So let's see what's inside. Can't see much. There's a card. I'm going to assume this is like the spoiler card. I'm just going to take all the paperwork out because I don't want to see it. So I have this pretty orange paper. And then over here, looks like we have some Halloween candy. Yum. Those will be consumed. I might even take a few to work. Keep me going because I don't think I'm going to get much of a nap. So this is what I have left. So let's open it up. Sorry, I know the lighting is going to be terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, I just couldn't wait. Oh my goodness. Holy cannoli. Look at this. This is what I'm seeing. Let's discover it together. I'm just going to set my box down here and I'm just going to pull things out. Oh, this, I feel a magnet. This must be, this is what I can see. I don't see what the needle minder is yet. I'm pretty sure there's a needle minder in there. The packaging's so cute. I've never gotten one of her boxes. Last year, the Halloween one I got was Black Needle Society. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's a ghosty. Oh my gosh, it's 2 of them. So we have a ghosty. I wonder if this glows. I know it's kind of hard to see in the light. And then behind that is a little wooden pumpkin. I'm sorry, I don't want to look at the cards because I don't want to be spoiled. Okay, so now let's do a fabric. You pull one, just kind of open it, they're all together. Go in and pull one out. One on top. So like I said, I got a 20 count, 4th a yard. Paranormal. Oh gosh. This was part of the reason why I didn't pick out one for the spells, the potions and spells, because I figured, oh my gosh, you guys, this is, the lighting is not, oh, there we go. Look at that. Holy shnikes. That is gorgeous. I can't even. That is, oh my gosh, you guys. I'm already, this box was already worth it with just those few things I pulled out. I put my, hold on. I put my, cardstock away, so I'll just use this. Alright, so let's pull out a silk. Try and, oh wait, that's not a silk. That's something else. Okay, here are the silks. So I'm just going to pull out a silk next. We'll just kind of, oh wow. This one's called Soul. It's not quite as bluish. Well, I guess it's maybe not quite as neon as it's showing up. The silks always kind of show up a little odd, especially when you have absolutely no natural light. Okay, so let's pull out this, since I started opening this. Ooh, this might be a scissor fob. Let's find out together. Oh my gosh, you guys, this box is so good. Ooh, oh, yep. I might use this as actually as a zipper pull. Oh, I got a message from work about new logins and stuff. I think some of our systems might be back up, guys. Look at that. Little bat at the end. Oh, there's a skull. I didn't even notice the skull when I pulled it out. Oh, you guys know, X-ray tech. I get excited. And that looks like, it's hard to tell. This looks like blood spattered beads. Like, it's hard to tell because my camera is such crap. But it's like blood splatter beads with the skull and the little bat. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm dead. This is so cute. Okay, so fabric next. Tombstone. Ooh, look at that. It's a little bit more green than it's showing. It's showing gray, but it has a little bit more of a green hue to it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm glad I got the slightly bigger cuts of fabric because you guys know all my projects are pretty big. Wow, guys. That's so pretty. Tombstone. Keep these slightly organized. And then what I'll do, like, at the end is maybe I'll kind of lay them out and, like, take a picture instead of, like, recapping. I'll just take a picture of it all together. All right, let's do a silky silk. I'm trying to kind of keep things kind of covered. Ooh, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. Sorry, I shouldn't sing. I'm an awful singer. Actually, I break into random song all the time. Sorry about, you can see the print through the paper. I'm sorry. I'm not going back and getting my... Oh my gosh. That is so good. Oh my gosh, you guys, this box is so amazing. Okay, now let's pull this guy out. What are you? Oh, there's a bunch of things in this bag. Let's pull one thing out. Like a little... Okay, let's pull this out. Ooh, it's like that skull. Is this like a little... I don't know what this is. Oh, okay, I see what this is. Sorry, I had to, like, register what I was seeing. Okay, so there's, like, the skull charm attached, and there's needles. So I think it's just a charm, and then you get the needles, I think. I'll look on the thing, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm seeing, and you can't really see it. Helps by... So you see the skull charm, and then that goes up to the needles. I'm sorry it doesn't focus, but it is what it is, y'all. Okay, so now let's go back and do another fabric. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can see this one. How can you not? It's gorgeous. Smashing, like smashing pumpkins. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got a nice orange fabric because when I saw her last orange that she had for October, September's, I was actually a little jealous. Look at this. It's a little brighter than it's coming across. Beautiful. Okay, silk. Mummy. Oh, the variegation in this is beautiful. Yeah, it's coming kind of across. Look at that, it's gorgeous. I love that. Alright, now let's go in here. This thing, I have a feeling I know what it is, but let me take a good look at it. Looks like a little... Hey, had to let Brucey outside. Sorry. So that I don't know where I left off. This is what this is. This is so cool. See? It's squishy. It's like a pin keep that's on a magnet. And can you see what the fabric is? It's Jack Skellington pumpkins. It has a little pumpkin charm, and then you can put that on your project. I'd probably put this like where my Q-snap is. I love this. That's so cute. I absolutely love everything in this bag so far. I mean, I prefer like boxes as much as I love Black Needle Society, and I do. I like to stick closer to like stitching themed, and they have like a whole themed box. They have different items in it, which is fine. I just prefer stitching items. With that being said, get the fabric out while I talk. With that being said, I did order Black Needle Society's box, the mystery one, the murder mystery one, because I'm a huge fan of cozy mysteries. So I thought that'd be a lot of fun. You'd like solve a mystery and you get all these. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got distracted. Haunted. I'm dead. The green's a little brighter than it's coming across. Wow. I can't even with these fabrics, guys. They're just stunning. Wow. So I think that's all the fabrics. Sorry, that one actually kind of left me speechless. So let's do another floss. There's a lot in here, so I'm trying to like sort out without looking too much. Smashing is what this floss is called. Not quite as deep as that. Let's do what's left in the sky. A little needle threader that's super cute. Needle threader on a magnet, it looks like. There's a little eye. So cute. I love that. Alright, so let's do another. So that's it for the little bag. There's more in here. Let's do another silk. I can't remember like the amount of fabrics and silks that were supposed to be in this. Oh, cauldron. I've gotten this before, and I love it. It's just beautiful. It's just like a beautiful like black. It's beautiful. All right, let's do another stitchy item. Oh, let's grab these guys. Oh, cute. Floss rings. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're jack-o'-lanterns. Look at their faces. I love that. And they're black. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And they're like super thick, high quality. These will last a long time. Let's do this one. Ooh, froggy. Another silk. Sorry, Brucey's out there. Somebody got pulled over and they parked like near our house. This is Froggy. And he's having a fit. Okay, what else? There's something here. What is this? Oh, I think I know what this is. And I almost bought one of these. Oh no, is this what I think it is? Hold on, I'm unwrapping it. It is. I almost bought one of these. There's something inside of it too. Look, it's one of those little coffin guys. Look at that. Who had these? I know Bendy Stitchy showed them. Let's see what's. It sounds like there's something inside. Oh my gosh, there is. For one, there's a needle. But look at this. Look at these scissors. They're so pretty. Wow, they came in like... So I don't think these are exactly what Bendy Stitchy was showing. I can't remember what was in hers, but it's like this and then the scissors lay inside of them. Look at how pretty that is. I'm not getting a good picture. I think I'm just getting tired and my filming skills are going to like 0. There we go, and then the needle in there. So cute, guys. Wow. Oh my god, I love this. So far, I think this is my favorite. But those fabric, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to choose a favorite. This stuff is too amazing. Alright, looks like we have a few things left. Why don't we just finish out 2 more silks. Just finish those out. Trick or treat. Reminds me kind of like the one she has like all the colors. And then this one's a nice big skein of Haunted. Yes. Probably 20 yards. Oh, 50 yards. Just kidding. These other ones were 10. So 50 yards. Oh my gosh. It's purple. It's coming. Can you tell it's purple or does it look blue? It's purple and green. It's really pretty. Yeah. Alright, I think we've about gone through it. I'm sure you guys are ready to not stop listening to me blather on. Oh my gosh, guys. It's a project bag and it's so cool. Look at that. So good. I haven't even looked on the inside yet. Like, it's more subtle than it's showing up. Wow, what am I gonna put in here? After I just like reconfigured everything, I'm gonna have to stick something in here though. So I think that's it for my box. Where did that card go? See if it gives me any more information on things. So it was 4 fabrics, 8 skeins of silk, 2 needle minders, a scissor fob, and in the black pouch there was the, oh, that was a Frogger. I said it was a needle threader. It wasn't. It was a Frogger. I misspoke. I'm sorry. And then the scissor fob case, or the scissor case with the scissors, the pumpkin floss drops, and then that bag, which what I was really looking for, was A&D Sewing, who made that bag. Other than that, I think everything else was curated by Brandy. I don't see like any other makers or anything. So guys, I can't even. This box was amazing. So what I'm going to do here real fast is I'm going to get this all together, snap a quick picture, and have just like a recap picture here at the end when I'm finally done speaking. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed all this. Like seriously, this box, like I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. And now knowing that maybe our systems are back up at work, like the amount of stress I've been under, and I think it's finally kind of coming to an end. So thank you, friends. You all mean the world to me. Seriously, seriously, you mean the world to me. I plan on filming in about a month or so. Hopefully 4 weeks. I try to keep that, but you know, sometimes I have to film when I'm in the right headspace. Like if I'm tired or whatever, or just have too much going on, there's just no point for it. So thank you for sticking this long if you have, and I will see you all next time. Bye.